This is the iFi 8GB wireless Pro X2 SDHC card. It's a class 6 card, so the speed is more than enough for most cameras, whether it's compact or DSLR. Class 6 is more than enough to record video, HD video, as well as images. This particular card, if we just look at the back here for a second, geotags as well as stores and wirelessly transfers both JPEG and RAW. The previous iFi cards do not transfer RAW image formats. Also, you can wirelessly upload photos and videos to not just your computer but to a sharing site such as Facebook, YouTube, Flickr and so on. You can upload via your home Wi-Fi network or create an ad hoc connection. An ad hoc connection being one where you create a direct connection to your laptop or to your PC without having to be on a wireless network or have a wireless hotspot available. Also geotags, and you have an endless memory mode where as you're taking the pictures they are wirelessly transferring to your device, your laptop, computer, iPad or iPhone. So pictures are actually transferring live as you're shooting, so the card doesn't actually end, you can't actually fill up the card. So let's open this up and we'll give it a test, see how it performs. Right. Okay, so you open up both sides there, just slides out of the bottom. Okay, so here we have a little booklet that's actually stuck inside, I believe. Yeah, that's stuck inside, so a little booklet, like a quick start guide and a setup guide. That's not actually the card there, that's just a sticker that's in there. And here we have the actual card itself. So you have a standard SD to USB card reader, and there's the card itself. So not really too much to see, just obviously the same size, same width as a normal SDHC card, hence you can use this in any camera that supports iFi cards. Check with your camera manual setup guide or manufacturer to see if your camera is compatible, but most are. So let's get on with the installation and we'll test this device out. Okay, to begin the actual software installation, because the software is actually on the SD card itself, you simply insert the SD card into your computer either via the USB card reader that comes with the SD card, or as I'm using a MacBook Pro here, I have an SD card reader in the actual system. Simply insert the card and software installation should begin. So with the card inserted, you can see it's popped up on the desktop here. So as the iFi card, if we double click to open this, we have a couple of directories in here. I'm assuming we go to start here. I'm installing for the Mac. If I just have a quick look at Windows, so you've got your setup file in there for Windows, and for the Mac you've got your DMG image file. We double click on this, so it's opening iFi image, and we drag this into, or actually we double click on this, starts the installer. So continue, we accept the agreement, agree. It will take 82 meg of space, so we install. We need to enter our password. Okay. Okay, so the update has downloaded and installed itself. We now have a firewall information here. So it's going to test our firewall settings to ensure that iFi card software can work properly. We click next and we're done. So that's the test complete. Installation has completed, and we can click close on this, and we'll close all of these down. Just gonna so now it's installing Adobe Air, so we quickly agree to this, and here we go. So here's our iFi Center. Now we'll need to set up a new iFi account, so I'm just going to quickly set this up and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so once your account has been created, this is what you get. So we need to select a network and add a network. So I'll select my network, allow, and add network to card. So if you have more than one wireless network or more than one location in which you'll be using this card, you will add the network to the card just once, and that network will the SD card will therefore know which networks it can and cannot connect to. We've got here enable upload items to iFi View. View your photos on any computer or smartphone. Items you upload will always be available for the next 7 days. So I'm not going to bother with all of this just yet. So we've got photos. iFi card allows you to share your photos online through Facebook, Flickr, MobileMe, Picasa. I don't want to set online photo sharing up just yet. And the same with video. I don't really want to set this up just yet, so I'm going to ignore all of these. So now it tells me to remove my card from the reader and insert it into the camera. Then we'll take a picture and your photo should appear in this section here. So I'm going to just go off and try that. Okay, so now that we have the software installed, it's time to put the card into our camera to test. I have a Canon PowerShot S95 compact camera here. I've already unboxed and reviewed this in another video, so I'll place the link below and you can check that video if you like. So all we do is place this into the camera as any other SD card. So I have a 32 gig card that I use as a spare, and this iFi card will go into the SD slot as normal. There we go. We are now ready to shoot and transfer our photos wirelessly. There we go. So the photo has just transferred across, and there we go. So we can see the photo has been uploaded straight to my pictures folder, and we can click finish here, and that should be it. So all of my photos should display here. So let's go away and test this a little bit further. Okay, now that the setup has been complete, let's take a look at the various options. We've got a simple interface here, so this is where all of our photos are displayed once they're wirelessly transferred. If we go up to the iFi card here, please ensure you have the iFi card inserted into your system. You select the options button, and here we have several options. We've got our networks tab. This is where we can add and remove networks and public hotspots. We have a photos tab here. Here we can choose where we want photos to upload to, which folder we want to create on our system to upload the photos to, how we want to organize our photos, and so on. Again, same with raw images, where we want to upload them to, how we want them organized. Same with videos. We have iFi View. This is a subscription-based service to have your photos uploaded straight to the iFi space provided. Several notifications that we can set up via email, SMS, Twitter, and Facebook, and so on. We can enable and disable geotagging through this tab, and finally we have the transfer mode. We have selective transfer, relayed transfer and endless memory. Selective transfer I've currently got set to automatic, so media will be automatically transferred to the designated computer automatically. You have relayed transfer, so with this your camera and computer don't need to be on at the same time to upload media. And we have endless memory. Now this is the section we were talking about earlier on, whereas it creates an endless SD card. We can enable endless memory, choose how much of the card we want to use, and free up space when the amount that we have set has been used. So it will transfer the images wirelessly straight across without any user interaction whatsoever. So let's cancel this and quickly test the entire system by taking a couple of photos and then wirelessly transferring them across to the iFi folder that's been set up on the system here. Okay, so I've taken a couple of test shots with my camera here. So let's see what happens when I switch the power on to the camera. So that's the power on. You can see a wireless icon here. So it should now be looking for my wireless, and as you can see it's transferring all of the photos straight across onto my system. There we go, you see the wireless icon on the camera stops moving, and there we go, images are now available on my system. So we can double click on this and there's the images within, and the geotagging information will tell you exactly where it was, where the photo was taken and so on. And you can preview the photo simply by double clicking. So there we go, that works quite nicely. Again, I won't go into it right now, but you can switch on the endless memory mode, so as you are shooting and taking pictures with your compact or digital SLR, the photos will transfer straight across into the iFi software here, and you can later edit them or print them out as need be. Okay, so that was the iFi wireless 8GB Pro X2 card. Overall, great card, great for field trips with the ad hoc connection, great for photo shoots with the endless memory. Highly recommended. Only downside is the price. It's not the cheapest card out there, but for the features you get with it, excellent card overall and highly recommended. As I mentioned earlier on in this video, you can use your iPad or your iPhone to accept photos wirelessly from the iFi SD card. We're using an application called Shutter Snitch. This is available on the the Apple App Store for £9.49. A great app, and what this does is as you're taking your photos, you can have the SD card send the photos straight across via Shutter Snitch straight onto your iPad or your iPhone. So you can, in effect, rather than review your photos on the back of a digital camera, you can review your photos straight on your bigger iPad screen. And you can also set up rules telling you when your shutter speed is not at the correct level you want, and so on. Very highly rated app, and I may do another review on this app in the near future, but this is what would be used to transfer photos from your iFi card directly to your iPad. Bear in mind this does not support ad hoc connections, so you do need a wireless router in between the two to transfer the images across.